Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky, the third. Where we last left off, we completed the labyrinth, and we can now move forward with the next flashback. So real quick, I was talking in the previous couple videos about how there were changes from the different versions. In the PS Vita version, I believe these are all colored properly, while here they have, I don't know if that's like a sepia tone or something, or what exactly, but the art is different between the versions, in case you're wondering. You've reached the Emerald City Church. How may I help you? Oh, is that you, Kevin? I didn't think you'd be there already, so I was just going to leave a message with the priest. Oh, hey, Rufina. Yeah, I got here late this morning. How about you? When do you think you'll be getting here? I'm going to be a little late, I'm afraid. There's been an accident or something, so the train's been delayed. Ah. So remember, if trains are involved, she's in Arabonia. I probably won't be getting there until this evening now. Gotcha. I'll wait here until you arrive. I think Rias and the kids would get all bent out of shape if I showed up without you. Oh, please. I'm sure you're just exaggerating. Although, speaking of Rias, I hope you've been thinking about how you're going to cheer her up. I've got it all planned out. I've been stocking up on souvenirs from every mission I've been going on. Should be enough to snap around for funk. I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Girls her age are more complex than you think. Yeah? I guess she's not really a kid anymore now that she's 13, but still. Actually, that's about how old you were when we first met, right? Now that you mention it, it was. How time flies. Sorry, looks like the train's about ready to leave. I'm going to have to go. I'll see you later then, alright? If you get bored of waiting, you're welcome to go home ahead of me, of course. Got it. See you later. So, whatever train station she's at actually has an orbital phone that close to the train. Because I don't remember seeing those in Arabonia. Man, how time flies is right. Have I really not been home in 2 years? I guess that makes 9 since I met Rufina. I hope Rhea isn't too grumpy when we finally get there. Kevin? What is it, Father? Has something bad happened? Well, I just received word that someone spotted a group of men dressed in all black at the edge of town. What's worse is, they were supposedly heading for the mountain path. You don't think... If they were, Astor House must be their target, I fear. Do you have any idea what could be going on? I wish I did. I doubt it's anything to do with the Gralsritter, at least. I think I should go and check it out just in case. Please do. Oh, do you know when Rufina's going to be arriving, by the way? This evening, by the sound of it. She said her train's been delayed. When she arrives, can you let her know what just happened? Damn it, Jaegers. Seems like there's anywhere between 5 and 10 of them. What could they want with a gospel facility to begin with? The longer they're allowed to be in there, the more danger the kids are in. I'm gonna have to try and handle this alone. It's time to put my combat skills to good use. Chapter 6, The Guardian's Trials. Celeste? Wasn't that the name we saw in those data crystals? That's right, according to those, she was the de facto leader of the group of ancients who sealed away the Oriole. She was also the founder of Laboral's current royal family. I'm glad to see the information I left behind ended up proving useful to someone. It really did. So then you're really the founder of Laboral's royal family? Not technically. I'm not the real Celestio Sleaze. Think of me as something of a shadow. Or a partial copy of your personality created in order to influence Phantasma from within. How can you only be a partial copy? The truth behind you is apparently more complicated than we thought. You don't appear to be a spirit of some kind, though. I see that now. That is correct. Before I try to explain just what I am, I should probably tell you more about the world we are in first. You can do that? This should be interesting. As you are aware, the land in which you stand is called Phantasma. This is a world belonging to a higher plane of existence created several thousands of years ago by the Oriole. Its purpose was to act as a subsystem for the Oriole in order to incorporate and process the will of the LibreArc's populace. One might call it a self-organized world designed to realize countless possible others as necessary. Pardon? You've lost me. Yeah, isn't there a simpler way to explain this? Well, while not technically correct, perhaps you could think of it this way. Phantasma is like a fictitious realm created by the Oriole in order to fulfill humanity's every wish and desire. That's better. What exactly qualifies Phantasma as fictitious? I can't help but think it is far too real to be a land of pure fantasy. When I say a fictitious world, I don't mean to suggest that Phantasma is a complete lie. It's more like a shadowgraph or a kaleidoscope. It has its own laws and can change to reflect countless different possibilities. Does this make the concept any easier for you to understand? Somewhat, yes. And suddenly the name Phantasma seems that much more appropriate. As I stated previously, it was a subsystem of the Oriole rather than being the Oriole itself, and it helped to grant people's desires. They were separate entities, but effectively like two sides of the same coin. The relationship caught our eye as we were devising the sealing mechanism. You mean the mechanism used to seal away the Oriole? That was also in those data crystals left behind. Exactly. At first we thought our plan would be impossible to execute. After all, the Oriole had absolute control over space itself and was able to influence mankind's every action. Even after coming upon the idea of temporarily freezing it and imprisoning it with a gravity barrier, we had no way to implement our plans. Without that, they were simply ideas with no real meaning. We were effectively at a total loss. You had discovered your foe's weakness, but had no way to take advantage of it. That must have been quite the frustrating predicament. Indeed. And yet our perseverance rewarded us with the development of something that could take advantage of that weakness. The Recluse Cube. Is that what this is known as, then? Yes. That is the only object in existence able to interact with Phantasma without relying on the Oriole as an intermediary. Celeste used that to create a partial copy of her personality, that is, me, inside Phantasma. And once inside, I began working to sabotage Phantasma's functionality by using this garden as my base of operations. As a result of my efforts, the Oriole's processing ability was hindered just long enough for the plan to be executed. He who catches his foe off guard wins the battle. The same principle applies to martial arts, too. Sounds like you really put a lot of thought into planning everything. Maybe, but I can't deny that luck played a part in the end. Once the Oriole was sealed away, my work was done and I fell into a deep sleep here. My reason being that if the Oriole ever were unsealed, I might be able to provide assistance to the people of that time. I'm pleased you've been able to handle it just fine without my help, however. Luck's played a huge part for us too, though. We're not even sure where the Oriole is now. As far as we're aware, it disappeared during all that happened at the LibreArc. I thought as much. I was unable to confirm the Oriole's disappearance from here within Phantasma 2. Oh, I may have misread that, I'm not sure. When I did so, I thought my purpose for existing was finally over. And that all that was left for me and this land was to embrace a slow and peaceful destruction. But that was not to be. Soon the Lord of Phantasma appeared. So that's when it happened. Quite a recent development, I see. So this is your clue on the identity of the Lord, because I already have my suspicion. The Lord of Phantasma appeared out of nowhere, stealing all of my power before I was even aware what happened. After doing so, they began to remake Phantasma in accordance to their own designs. Both this world's current structure and the planes that make it up were all the Lord of Phantasma's creations. Looks like your theory was correct, Ren. Still, that makes it sound like... yeah. So you don't know who that masked bastard is either, then? I'm afraid not. Their every action thus far has been a mystery. Ordinarily, they should not have been able to gain access to this world in the first place. And I'm afraid I have no idea what they are trying to achieve by bringing all of you in here and testing you. Well, that's a shame. Yeah, that's the part we want to know most of all. I only wish I could be of more help. The only other thing I can say about them is that I suspect the Lord Phantasma is currently in the 7th plane. There's a 7th? What makes you think that? That was the first plane they created after appearing in this world. Just what kind of a place that plane is, I don't know. I can sense dark, inhuman thoughts from there, and they're spreading out across the whole Phantasma. That doesn't sound good. Then we'll be seeing them after the next one, won't we? Yeah, we just finished the 5th when we came back here. Presuming they're waiting for us on the 7th, the time to fight them head-on may not be that far off. I was getting tired of waiting. As was I. Seems the end may finally be in sight. Now, if only we had some sort of inkling as to what the Lord Phantasma is trying to achieve. Q. Yep, I knew it. Actually, I just might. So there was your cue, Kevin. Glad you nailed it. Kevin, you're up. It's good to see you again, Father. You too. Wasn't expecting you of all people to get an invitation here. Or you, for that matter, little lady. I'm sure you weren't. I've got something I want to ask you, but I suppose I can wait until later. For sure. Are you sure you're feeling alright? Right as rain. I'm feeling just great. All that sleep must have done me a lot of good. And I see you guys made a whole lot of progress while I was out cold, too. Yeah. Hey, I'm Kevin Graham. Or maybe I don't need to introduce myself since you seem to know a thing or two about everyone who's come in here so far. True. I was able to tell what was happening at the library from the garden. And out of all the people here, you are the one closest to the truth of what is happening here. Am I wrong? What? No, I don't think you are. I can't pretend to be much of an expert in what Phantasma itself is, but I've got a pretty good idea as to who's responsible for all this. I can only think of one person twisted enough to put us through all that we've been through. Wait, is it someone you know? You could say that, yeah. The short version is they're a real piece of work. A cunning, arrogant, cold-hearted son of a bitch who doesn't even see people as people. That about sums up who we're dealing with. Sounds like a real awful guy. And who, may I ask, is it that you're talking about? Well, about that. Would you be willing to wait just a bit longer for the answer to that one? I'm pretty sure I'm right, but I'm still missing one last thing that'll let me be completely certain. And I think we'll find out just what that is in the 6th plane. And here I thought we were finally going to get an answer. Is there a reason you can't share your theory as is? I realize I'm asking a lot after we come so far, but I promise that as soon as I know for sure, I'll talk. I swear on the goddess's name and on the church's emblem. Well, I don't see any reason to say no. Likewise, he's clearly got his reasons. It's not often you ask us for favors, so I can let it slide. No problem here. If he says wait, I'll wait. I feel as though we can trust your judgment, Kevin, so I have no objections either. Me neither. I don't really care as long as I get to have my fun. I believe we're all in agreement then. Yep, consider this one settled. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Anyway, now that I'm up, I'm also down to take lead again. And I appreciate it if you back me up. No problem. Seems like you're all ready to move on. While you're advancing through the 6th plane, I'll do all I can on my end to find out more about the 7th. Of course, if you need my support, I'll be happy to provide it through the cube and the monuments as I always have. Now that you mention it, we haven't really thanked you for all the help you've given us since we got here, have we? Thanks, Celeste. We couldn't have done this without you. We truly are in your debt. Please, think nothing of it. I am but a shadow placed here with a duty to fulfill. I believe helping you to be part of that duty. If I may, allow me to help you however I can. Will do. Sorry for worrying you too, Rias. But I'm just fine now. So please, just leave everything to me. I'm begging you. Only if you promise me one thing. What is it? I won't make you promise not to put yourself in danger or to overdo it. But don't do anything that would make Rufina sad. You really know how to hit a guy where it hurts, don't you? So, will you promise? Yeah, I promise. I swear on her name I won't. So, he's level 114.
Let's move out.
We're going to have to split it up in a second, so it doesn't really matter too much. So let's... Oh god, Josette's 104. I am so not looking forward to that. I'm gonna grab Analyst here.
Let's go!
Partly because I want to see the G-News stats real quick. 1000 strength, 800, 950, 700. I myself am but a shadow bound by the laws of Phantasma. As such, I'm afraid I'm limited in what I can do. But I'll be sure to do all I can to support you in your efforts. So, real quick, I want to look for new books, because I know there's a missable achievement here that involves reading something. It's just, I don't know where you read it at. So there is something sparkling down there. This should be miscellaneous books, if I'm correct. No, it's Dull Night. Look at this weird one. Weird one. What's it called? From Fat to Fit by Gilbert Stein. Ah, this is it. These bookcases really are weird. Written by Gilbert Stein. Back away slowly. Well, this guy's, dedicated. Yeah, let's go with that. So please erase my memories unlocked. So yeah, in case you're wondering how you get that achievement, that's how. It has to be Chapter 6, though, for that book to appear. Otherwise, there isn't really anything new around here as far as I can tell, so the only thing left for me to do is grind if I want, or look for... What sure would do? Gives him 100 power, but he loses a little bit of arts and a lot of decks. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna put a break in the video right here while I scheme. That's probably the best way to put it. Okay, so between the first part and now, I actually bothered with a lot of the doors. But we are finally gonna go to the 5th plane and move forward. So we need to go to the Luminous End now. By the way, I swapped Kloe into the party. You'll see why. So this is where we fought the one boss, well, the 4 bosses, the spiders. This is the warp to the 6th plane, right? Time to hop to it then. Are you sure you're okay now, Kevin? I'm fine, honestly, never better. Anyway, we can't afford to stand around talking here, we need to get moving. You're right, I suppose. Just keep in mind, once we get to this next area, new equipment will be up for grabs. Looks like we're back in Grancel, like the Air Bay Royal Villa or something like that? This is Romal Pond, isn't it? Yep, it's near the villa. So the next place to be recreated is the scenic route near the Liberalian royal family's villa, huh? It'll probably be more dangerous than scenic this time around, though. We should start exploring as much of it as we can, but stay sharp. So in terms of courts, let's see if anything new and exciting is here. I may actually want to sleep quartz for Shara. I'm gonna get one at least. Now I think one of the doors actually requires you to have all of these 3-slot quartz. Kind of not looking forward to that one, to be honest. So if you wanted to use Kloe as like a physical attacker, you'd probably need a freeze quartz for one of her water spots. And I can kind of afford this. So in case you're wondering, for my physical attackers, when I have to use them, I am going to try to equip them with quartz that'll inflict status effects. I don't know if Agate has Seal, but that's going to go in one of his fire spots, most likely. I'm going to grab Confuse, just in case. So we have the Eclipse gear, which is like a... yeah, I'd say it's worth getting for Kevin. Leaves wounds shaped to be difficult to heal. Kusanagi blades are a step down for Joshua. That's kind of cool. For Olivia, since he's a caster, I'm not even going to bother with the Peacebreaker. Same for Kloe with the Wing Blade. It's a 200-point increase for her, but still, I mean, she's going to be casting, not swinging her sword. So I'm not sure how good these are going to be. It's a massive step up for Kloe, but that's not really saying much, I'm afraid. And I wonder if I may want these. We've actually reached the point where we have the hybrid status effect protection. And you can buy S tablets. Huh. They're really pricey, though. So real quick, I am going to give her a new piece of armor. Let's give her the reflective robe. Gaia Greaves are good enough. We'll give him the moon glasses. And then she can use the Crimson Eye. As for her other item, that's pretty nice. Maybe a little too nice for her, I'm afraid. Prevents mute. Don't need that. Prevents petrify. I'll give her the Mirage Ring Plus for the time being. It just occurred to me that I forgot to equip the bow. So real quick, I got something called a leathery tail. I don't actually know what that is, so I want to pull up the rat fighter. It's a food type item. And this thing just gives you a bunch of healing type items. These things can drop your armor pieces for you again. So let's see. We'll go this way. Overall, the big statue things are weak to time. Oh yeah, I can point this out. So keep in mind, you do have Rias as an optional support character here, and her big advantage is EXP gain, so if you're trying to basically... like, this would be good in a boss fight, because you don't have the defense penalty, you'll still get the Sepith gain. The trade-off is you do not get the item potential drops. Nothing is written on the Novel Monument. So if you really want to try to get Kloe or Kevin up to speed, by all means, put her as your support character. Silver Gem. Don't you have better things to do? So that thing dropped a long barrel for me. That might come in handy for Tita. It's a long barrel 2+, which means it increases range and gives stats. If you want to see its... oh, you can't equip those, only the gunner scan. I thought his bows were compatible too. So normally it's range +3, this time it's speed and dexterity, which Tita sorely needs more often than not. Should also point out Kloe has 47 speed compared to Joshua and Oliver, who are over 100. So I could give her an action quartz. The thing is, that's not really going to be that big a jump. Yeah, she'd go up to like 57, which... she'd go up by 10. And the thing is, I need shield too for her AoE healing. That's her big advantage. If anything, I'd probably want to get rid of this, even though that will cost me a little bit. Some of my spells will change. Basically, I'll lose Ascension and Chaos Brand, which may not be a bad thing, exactly. Wonder if these are any good here. Okay, those were not particularly special. Another bazooka guy. The face of the monument is glowing, and words are visible upon the surface. The Lord Phantasma does decree. Here lies the Monochrome Schoolhouse. Place your hand on this monument. The white wings among your number. So our friends left us a message, huh? I'm sure the white wings mentioned here must be referring to... I can only assume it must be a reference to my descendant. You're here. Celeste. There's no need to be alarmed. This is only a shadow of myself that I created to talk to you here. Technically, I'm still in the garden. But now that I finally have some of my strength back, I've gained a few new tricks like this upon up my sleeve, so to speak. Well, that's cool. Anyway, am I right in guessing we'll need to use this monument to proceed? Yes, you are indeed. It appears to be a kind of gate connecting this area to another realm created by the Lord Phantasma. However, in order to activate it, you will need to have a certain member of your team with you. No doubt they will work in a similar way to the doors scattered throughout Phantasma. Makes sense. So in this case, the gate will only open if I'm on the front lines. I'd say so, yes. The other monuments in this area will also likely serve as gates to other areas requiring different team members. But as it stands, none of the others are active. I presume you'll need to travel through this gate and finish the area beyond it first. Understood. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Should you require my aid, I will be in the garden. I'm ready to proceed when everyone else is. Just say the word as soon as you're ready to move on, alright? Will do. I want to double check our equipment before we get a move on, though. Everyone cool with that? So, let's heal Joshua real quick. Now, I don't know if these are going to be trapped in here and I won't be able to use them, so... Let's see. Oh, that was the other thing I needed to look at. Oh well. Step away, Kloe. Okay, I'm good. So you'll find out what I was up to in a moment. Now, I believe there are doors actually inside of each of these areas. There's one in here that we need to do. Because truth be told, I wanted to separate Olivier and Joshua for the teams that I'm going to have to use for the different areas. What the? The Royal Academy? But everything's been drained of color. So we have a monument right there. And now we know what Monochrome Schoolhouse was supposed to mean. Sure is creepy to be in a world of black and white like this, though. I feel the same way. Even if it is creepy, however, we still have to explore the grounds from top to bottom, so we may as well get started. There are 5 buildings in all: the main building, the clubhouse, the girls' dorm, the boys' dorm, and the auditorium. There's also this old schoolhouse which is accessible via the path at the back of the main grounds. Good to know. We're going to need to keep an eye out for those knights prowling around too. Right. Got it. On we go. So real quick... So he... Oh my god, I hate that segment even more right now. Now we can read Agate's text here. Deadly as the name suggests. Good to know. So Bazooka Dwarf drops the Merciless Rocket +1, which I assume is for Tita. And that's kind of it. For the Grimoire, they drop, like, food items. Rat Fighter, we've been over, and then this is the armor dude. Curative horns for my trouble. Fish skewers. The spider looks at you angrily for disturbing its living room. It's also going to be a little obnoxious if those things blend in so damn well here, but the Dark Knights... They... Like, these things, there's... So you get EXP for killing it, but if you notice, you get no Sepeth whatsoever. So if you want to kill these things, it's only for EXP. Their drops suck. They do drop tier all bombs, but the odds of that are pretty slim. Do not recommend fighting them. Mirror comes and mirror goes. Sometimes it may be lost, but at times that loss can be regained many-fold. Offer 50,000 mirror to me. Only then shall the door open. Paid 50,000 mirror. So yeah, but you guys didn't think I was actually going to do the star door in the middle of this segment, huh? I shall grant you a memory fragment of my blessing. Thank you very much for coming today. I'd love it if you were able to start coming to pray like this more often. I'm afraid it looks as though I won't have a choice in that matter. If I show any signs of skipping Mass lately, Leela gives me a stern lecturing. You're rather fortunate to have someone like her by your side, you know. Nothing is more valuable to a person than someone who will chide them when they seem to be straying from the right path. I couldn't agree more. I do wish she would go a little easier on me than she currently does, though. Look at it this way, the fact that she doesn't shows just how important you are to her. For one thing, I hear you've been exceptionally busy with work these days. I wouldn't be surprised she hoped to make the time you spend here to be a break from all that. As frustrating as it is to admit, that's a scarily sound assessment. But she can't keep me away from work forever, now can she? I think I ought to be getting back to it now, so if you'll excuse me. Please give my regards to Father Holstein, too. Certainly. A good day to you, then. As if Leela wasn't bad enough, now I have Sister Rosa saying the same things as her. Oh well, next up is inspecting the market, so I should probably get up to doing that. I was expecting Leela to be here to meet me by now, though. She's been awfully cold to me lately, and I still don't have a clue as to why. I thought she was going to pray with me today, too, but then she up and decided she needed to take care of shopping. Maybe I can grill her on it later. For now, I should hurry and get to the market. Isn't that Leela? Thanks. I really do appreciate your help today. Not at all. I should be saying the same to you. Anyway, if you need anything else, just give me a call. I can always run my way out of whatever's on my schedule to make time for you. I'll certainly keep that in mind. Please do. My little sister's been so excited for the big day already. It'll surely be one to remember. I'm sure. For now, however, I really should be going. Yeah, the mayor should be about done with Mass now, right? Until next time. Farewell for now. Did I just witness what I think I did? So that's why she's been acting so distant towards me lately. I wish she had said something. I thought we were supposed to be close. I suppose it shouldn't come as much as a surprise. She's a grown woman. She might seem cold towards people on the outside, but she's a wonderful human being, and a rather attractive one, too. If anything, I'm surprised it's taken her this long to find someone. Well, it wouldn't be fair for me to get in the way of her happiness. I do feel a little lonely at the thought, though. But she's going to want my support. Wouldn't be right for me not to give her it. I'll have to apologize for being late. Might I ask exactly what you're doing? It's you, Leela. How long have you been there? You appear to be rather tired. That's why I keep telling you that you need to stop overexerting yourself. Oh no, I'm not, I assure you. Shall we head to the market? If you say so. The next day. Mayor Maybell? Can I ask you to go over what you want me to do one more time, just so I'm not misunderstanding? Well, as I said, I would like to investigate, exactly what relationship those two have, as well as what kind of person the gentleman in question is. So, to put it in simpler terms, you want me to check out whether they're dating and do a background check on the man, right? Is that right? Yes, it is. Is there something wrong? Kinda. I mean, peep racers do at times do background checks on people, but that's when we suspect or know for sure they're involved in a crime. If they're not, doing so would be an invasion of their privacy, and that doesn't exactly fly with us. Oh. Obviously, if you have reason to believe the man Leela appears to be dating is involved in illegal activity, I'd be happy to help. Is that the case, though? No. On the contrary, actually, he appears to be a good, honest man. I see. There's obviously going to be the chance that it's just a facade, and he's not the kind of person he appears to be. But as it stands, I don't see any grounds for the guild to make their move. That is unfortunate, but I can certainly see where you're coming from. I'm sorry for troubling you with this. I don't know what came over me. Please forget this conversation ever happened. Forgive me for asking this, but you're all in favor of them dating, right? You're not trying to break them up or something. So why are you concerned with finding all this out? As I think you're aware, Leela lost her mother and father during the 100 Days War. As far as I can tell, the scars that left on her heart still haven't truly healed either. And I believe this is her first foray into romantic relationships, too. I'm just so worried about her getting hurt as a result of this. I'm not the slightest concerned about how noble the man's family is or how much money they have, nothing superficial like that. All I want to know is whether he genuinely cares for her well-being and will make her happy. That's all that matters to me. I see where you're coming from. Still, at the end of the day, that doesn't give me an excuse to invade the man's privacy or meddle in their affairs. I'm sure Leela will eventually tell me what's going on when she feels the time is right. I can ask her all my questions then. This is good stuff. What do you mean? I completely understand where you're coming from here. I'd be more than happy to accept your request. Wait, I thought, are you sure? Wouldn't doing so violate the Bracer Code? No worries, the Bracer Code's totally open to individual interpretation, so it leaves a lot to each Bracer's personal judgment. I feel trying to follow the code to the letter and ignoring the feelings of those we're trying to serve misses the point of being a Bracer too. So I don't think it's unfair to dismiss your well-meaning intentions as trying to invade someone's privacy either. You leave all this to me. I'll get you all kinds of answers. Thank you so much. I appreciate you agreeing to do this for me, really. Just know that I completely understand where you were coming from earlier, so I do want to ask that you invade his privacy no more than necessary. Is that fair? Perfecto. I hope this turns out to be something that'll make her really happy. And that was the day Annalise agreed to accept the mayor's request immediately and enthusiastically, beginning her investigation. Naturally, she was very cautious not to make both Leela and her presumed partner suspicious in the process. Testimony 1. Those two certainly did come here, yes. I remember them sitting at the table over there having a pleasant conversation with one another. Couldn't tell what they were talking about, I'm afraid. But I do remember seeing Layla smiling while talking, which you don't see every day with her. That struck me. Really now. Do you remember anything about the man, by the way? Not much detail, just that he was a well-groomed, seemingly pleasant young man. That's about all I can say, I'm afraid. I see. Can I ask why you want to know all this? Well, you see... Wait, it's okay. You don't need to answer. They're in love, aren't they? It all makes sense now. She did very much look like a girl in love when she was talking to him, you know? So little Leela's finally ready to begin her journey into adulthood, is she? Oh, sweet. We don't know for sure yet. So please, please keep this to yourself, okay? Don't go telling any of the other customers and starting any rumors. Not to worry, the secret's safe with me. And then the whole town knew about it. Testimony 2. They've only heard the rumors from the lady in the restaurant. Yes, I saw them. I remember the man escorting the maid to the front door of the mayor's mansion. I was surprised he didn't go inside with her, honestly. Whenever I take Mina home, I always do. Oh, Harry. If you ask me, you're the one behaving improperly, not the man we're talking about. I am? Ordinarily, when a gentleman escorts a lady to her home, he doesn't go inside. Really? Really. But surely the fact that I do is proof that we're close, right? I wouldn't be assuming that if I were you. For one thing, those two seemed awfully close even without that, didn't they? I'm not saying it's always wrong to go inside, per se. If that's what you want to keep doing, you won't see me stopping you. Okay. I will, then. Why does everything have to be so much work when it comes to you? Thanks for the info, anyway. Testimony 3. And I assume she too has only heard the rumors from the lady in the restaurant. You want to ask about a man who's been spending time with Leela lately? Thinking back, I did see her with a man when my husband and I went to the market. They were looking at souvenirs together, I believe. I remember it well too. I've rarely seen a more adoring pair in my life. They were like a pair of newlyweds. Really? I wouldn't pay much attention to anything my husband says. He has a habit of exaggerating. I'm not ashamed of it either. These kinds of stories are always much more interesting with a touch of dramatic flair. It wasn't the first time I've seen the man, though. I'm sure I've met him before. But I can't for the life of me remember his name. Can you remember, dear? Don't be silly, of course I remember. I would never forget the name of a man I've done good business with. That was young Leonard. Wait, I know that name. Leonard from the Kingfisher Inn? Oh, you know him already? Well, that puts a damper on my fun. I use that place a lot for work reasons, so I even know him by face. Can't say I know all that much about him as a person, though. If you're well acquainted with him, would you tell me a bit more about him? I don't mind, but this information isn't going to come cheap. You're gonna charge me? Please, that's not funny, dear. We owe ever so much to the Bracer Guild. You can't threaten to charge a member, I won't have it. Sorry, but I just can't help myself to a good joke. Let's see. Well, he's a good, honest man for starters. Several days later. I see, so the man in question is Leonard from the Kingfisher Inn. I wonder how those two came to know each other. You know Leonard already? Only by name. I can't say I've ever spoken to him in person as such. The Kingfisher Inn has really made a name for itself in recent years. It's been doing quite well financially too. As things stand, it's a good target for investment. Trino said that too. I'm no expert on that kind of stuff, though. Still, from what I can gather based on your report, their relationship is a healthy one. And you seem to think very highly of Leonard. Absolutely. Even his little sister Sophina is super sweet. I'd say you don't have anything to worry about with them. From what I've gathered, they make for a picture-perfect married couple. I'd like to believe it's still a while off. Then again, if they really are dating, it's a reality I'll have to come to terms with sooner or later. I'm happy for her, but at the same time, I'm a little sad too. I get what you mean. Thank you very much for your report, Annalise. Sounds like she's made a fine choice. So I suppose all I can do now is wait for her to share the truth with me herself. Sounds like a good plan. Miss Maybelle, it's me, Leela. Could I have a little of your time? Oh, speak of the devil. I wonder if the time has finally come. That'd be one funny coincidence, but maybe it has. And if it has, that's just about time I made my exit. I wouldn't want to get in the way. Nonsense. I'd actually prefer if you stayed. If she does tell us what I expect her to, I don't intend her to hide the truth of what I asked you to do. I see. Well, okay then. Miss Maybelle? Oh, sorry, Leela. Come on in. As you wish. Miss Annalise? Please do accept my apologies. I didn't realize I was intruding. You're not. Don't mind me. I was just here to give my report on an investigation on behalf of the mayor. I see. So what brings you here, Leela? Do you have something you want to talk to me about? You could say that, yes. I have an important request I wish to make of you, I assume that's supposed to be. Really now? What would it happen to be? Well, it concerns the Kingfisher Inn near Valeria Lake. My. We were right. Excuse me? Do you think I had no idea what was happening? I already know everything there is to know. How could you possibly... I'm sorry, I actually had Annalise here look into it for me. I was worried about you, you see. You've been behaving so strangely lately. I'm sorry that I did it, but I just couldn't help myself. I see. There's no need for you to apologize, however. I didn't mean to worry you. Perhaps I should have been more open from the start. So... is Leonard being good to you? Damn. Cut right to the chase, why don't you? He's a very kind man, yes. Why do you ask? That wasn't what I was at. Oh, you know what I mean, Leela. So, is there anything else you want to say on the matter? Well, yes. If it's alright with you, I'd like to get right to discussing the date for the big day. Already? The big day? You've already started mapping it out? We have. We were hoping to keep it a secret for as long as possible in order to surprise you. Actually, I've made sure everything fits into your schedule. Do I have you okay to begin making the necessary arrangements? Wowie. Is something wrong? What was that? You dummy! I can see why you might have wanted to surprise me, I can. But do you really have to keep this from me until this late in the process? I mean, you've got a right to your own private life, and you don't have to share everything in that with me. I'm not saying you have to. I can't believe you decide something so important without consulting me even once. Do I mean that little to you? Besides, we've only been going out for about a month. Aren't wedding bells at this stage a little premature? The decision is going to impact you for the rest of your life, Leela. You understand that, right? I think you should calm down and listen to what she has to say, Mayor Maybelle. I'm sure she does understand and has her own reasons for deciding... I have a horrible feeling that there's a very grave misunderstanding taking place here. You serious? Just what are we misunderstanding? The arrangements I've been making for her are for your next vacation. You've been so busy lately that I thought you really ought to have one, so I've been making the necessary arrangements in secret. What? You mentioned before that you would like to visit the famous Kingfisher Inn once, you see. So when Leonard needed to come to the Beauvais market to do some shopping, we decided to use the chance to meet and discuss how to go about this. I hadn't realized my actions were causing so many problems for you. Whoopsie! I worry about you sometimes. Besides, I have no intention of getting married before a certain mistress of mine. Which doesn't seem to be any time soon, since she makes a hobby of turning down countless marriage proposals in favor of devoting herself to work. It's not a hobby, it's because I have so much on my plate that I don't have time for marriage to be on the brain. So there's nothing between you and Leonard? Nothing at all? Everyone says you two have been getting along so well. I'll admit that he's a lovely man, one I have a very positive impression of. But I've never considered him a potential partner. Not once. Why? All girls your age experience romance at least once. It wouldn't be right for you not to do the same. This isn't something I intended to come out and say, but it seems to leave me with no choice. Right now, the most important thing in my life is your happiness. I won't put that over anything and everything else. Ensuring it is my greatest joy, my very reason for being. Until you've decided upon a partner to supplement that happiness, I have absolutely no intention of looking at anyone but you. I do appreciate you worrying about me. If it's my happiness you want, I ask that you focus on your own happiness first and foremost. And yet, like clockwork, I see you disregarding your well-being and taking on far more work than is humanly possible. Fine, I get it. Now that we can put the whole marriage thing behind us, I will accept your offer of a vacation. So feel free to proceed with your plan. I leave arranging the schedule to you. As you wish. Then if you'll permit me to excuse myself, I shall. Good day to you too, Miss Analyst. Oh. I'm really sorry. It looks like my research may have been a tad incomplete. Don't worry about it. I don't think anything was wrong with your report. All this was due to me foolishly jumping to conclusions. I can't believe I ended up giving her yet another excuse to lecture me. It's no big deal. I gotta admit though, I am jealous. Jealous? You never heard that. Anyway, I'm sure I'll see you around. You two look great together. Oh. Oh, Annalise. What a day. I feel almost ashamed to be this relieved over all this. I don't know if I'll ever be able to manage without her at my side. Like Mother finished. So let me ask you guys, was that worth 50,000 Mira? We got bloody meatballs as our reward. And the recipe for it. And that. So yeah, I'd say that was worth our time, wouldn't you? So do these things move, or... let's try fighting it. Their payout sucks, too. Now, the good news is Olivier can one-shot them from full health, so you can kill them in large numbers. That's the Color Knight, by the way. EP... wow. So, yeah, these... like, it drops an EP charge, too, I guess, but it's not worth fighting, really. So if you're wondering the reason why I killed that is I don't know what it means to investigate the whole place, if you have to kill all the monsters here, or what exactly. So there's no scene, I guess, to tell me that it's complete. Stupid Black Knight. Where's the skeleton dude? I want to kill one of those. Now I'm going to try to pronounce that. I have some ideas for you, but I'm keeping them close to my chest. Sorry. By the way, that weapon should be a weapon for Kloe. Bingo. So that saves us the hassle of buying something for her. So, no point going there. Mute 2. Your excuse for thievery is as wooden as I am. How harsh. Just wondering if they're gonna hide something in all the corners, but looks like it's only that one. Oh, something's here. 10,000 Mira. Step right up, grab your free item today. Not you, sir, you already got yours, leave some for the others. Another 10,000 Mira. 7 of 36. I ask you this, do you love me? I have the only key that locks the chest. Should you return, my love, I wish for us to meet once more in that shop, and together, we will forever secure our love inside. Boys' dorm. Due to everything being monochrome, it's a little harder to find the valuables. Tomato fondue. Did you know? Trails in the Sky's Japanese name is Sora no Kiseki. The Japanese team has fully endorsed the English name to the point where it's used on the cover of the Sora no Kiseki manga in Japan. So real quick, in case you're wondering, Sora is sky. Kiseki is something that confuses me, how it's translated as trails, because every time I've seen Kiseki in the past, it's been referring to the word miracle. So that's why when I first saw the Japanese name, I thought the game was actually like Miracle of the Skies, or Sky Miracle, or something like that. And I just, apparently maybe Kiseki can be used for multiple things, I'm not entirely sure. This one's not moving, but he's not guarding any treasure chests. Some carved a smiley face at the bottom. It's you. But in case you're wondering about the other games, Zero is still called Zero in Japanese. It's the English word zero. Azure is Ao, which is the Japanese word for blue. Gargan armor. And then Sen, which is cold steel in English, is supposed to be like... it's more like an onomatopoeia rather than an actual word. It's supposed to be the movement of a blade. So, hopefully you can see why they may have went for cold steel there. It also refers to the railroad of Erebonia, if nothing else. I was filled with something once, but now there's nothing. All because of you. And unfortunately, they haven't actually said what they're going to call the next set of games, whether it's going to be a duology, a trilogy, or what have you. So, giant body armor taken from a middle-aged noble's mansion. Nothing here in the archives. Nothing in the guy's locker room. Monster in the girl's locker room. So he was waiting to greet us at the door. Looks like an actual teacher in a humanities subject. So let me ask you, if that guy asked you to take a survey, would you? Tornado fan, we ran out of ideas for messages, so take this treasure instead. So in case you're wondering, over the course of the games, they had to come up with like 700 of those. So I guess sooner or later they would run out. I don't know if they're actually translating the Japanese messages or if they're trying to do their own original ones. Unfortunately, I'm not really a fan of the game that much to find out. Social studies. Serum capsule. Victim's memoirs. I ate my friend today. What else was I supposed to do? I was starving. We both were. And there's no food here, so we decided together that one of us should try to live just a little bit longer. Okay, must not make any cannibal jokes. Don't say anything, just walk out the door and head to the old schoolhouse. So I figured there'd be something back here. I was just hoping it was something other than an enemy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go forward. The door is locked. So I've been to every building. What am I supposed to do? Oh, it might help if I turn that on. Let's see if I want to upgrade some of Kloe's stuff. This one's kind of cheap, as is this one, since they're close to the middle. And then that's the other cheap one, her actual middle piece. So she had like 400 EP before I did this. She should be saying around 500 now. 551. So, okay, she does have EP3. So keep in mind that gives her like an additional 50. She should be like right at 500. So I'm kind of curious what I need to do. So kill the Black Knights. That's how you do this. I guess killing the Colored Knights doesn't count. So that should be the last Black Knight on campus.
Move out.
I even killed the ones outside. As a result, color will return to the world, and we should get access to the old schoolhouse now, I believe. Now, there is one really obnoxiously hidden Black Knight out in the courtyard area. I'll point him out real fast where he was, because he's dead now and doesn't respawn. So right there where that Colored Knight was, there was one that would sit right here in the trees, and as a result it was very hard to see him because he blends in on account of it being monochrome. This place is now crawling with the Colored Knights. So real quick, I'm actually going to drop a save because I don't want to go through all this again. I almost thought you guys weren't going to show up. What? You guys look like you've seen a ghost or something. That surprised to see us here, huh? Who are you guys? I've never seen you before. They're members of a group that hangs around Ruin called the Ravens. What are you all doing here? Damned if we know. All of a sudden, we just were. Wait, are you implying... We're not real by the looks of it. We're just imitations of our real selves created by someone or something to do battle with you. That's all we're here for. So you're copies of real people created here like Celeste, then. Although unlike her, it was the Lord of Phantasma that created you, maybe. And if that's the case, you're not going to let us go without a fight, huh? Can't say I've got anything against you guys, but fighting you is what we're here for, so yep. And if we can't go against it, we might as well enjoy it. Time to show off how much stronger we've got since that red-headed bastard started working us to the bone. Mag, it must be a real sleigh jar to fire you up this much. If we have no choice, then let's fight with all we have. Can't help but wonder how we of all folks ended up being created here to fight you. Guess it's just fate or something. Just don't even think of holding back. Come at us with all you've got. Right. Then let the battle begin. So these guys can probably Deathblow us. Quit being lazy. I picked up Gorgon Arrow on the way. I don't think I can actually get multiples here. This might actually be the move he used at the start of the game. I thought it was Mortal Punishment.
Let's end this.
This move. Dean, a young bracer with the Ruin Guild, keeps the trio together, scary when cornered. Rocco, scary when who wants to beat Agate, who's easygoing. They have about 20,000 hit points, so about the same as our group. Now I'm gonna hit them with the Evil Eye and see if they can be delayed. Because I don't want them to get that healing turn. Yes, you can. And did they have a weakness? No, they didn't. So they're close enough to where I can Hellgate them. I don't know if Kloe's will go off in time, though. Yes, it will. So, double Hellgate. We'll see if they can be fainted, at least. No. Since I don't know what they're up to this time, I'm just going to do a death scream across the map. This lowers your defense. But if it hits, let's go the old Evil Eye. Anyway, we can hit 2 of them, I think, with Golden Arrow. Wow. No, we can't. So keep in mind, I could use Cross-Gear Rage to try to AT delay them.
Let's end this.
But Oliveir's gonna be doing all the heavy lifting this time. Yeah, that one guy's taking double damage. And it looks like Dean... Well, Rocco is taking double magic damage. Dean is taking a lot of physical damage. So I'm gonna see if I can help Rocco fight the dust here. So right here I'm hoping they don't Deathblow anyone. He's trying. Thing is, he's biting the dust right here. No, he's not. He's barely hanging on. So I'm just gonna shoot him. No! Yeah, it doesn't actually matter because this is the end. So it's actually nice to take them all down because I think they can revive one another. But I don't have to worry about that now.
Enjoy the show.
Crud. You got us good. Looks like we're gonna have to get a hell of a lot stronger if we want to rank up to being senior bracers. Hey, there's no need to be so hard on yourselves. You put up a damn good fight, except for the part where you didn't. I agree, you did very well. Either way, it looks like our role in this world is over now. We've got no way of telling if our real selves are even going to be aware of what happened here. But well, if you run into us in the real world again, say hi, okay? Don't get cocky because you won, though. The guy waiting up ahead is nastier than we could dream of. You're not going to stand a chance if you don't give it everything you got. Just vanished. They stay just long enough to say their piece, then off they go. They left us some pretty useful advice, at least. Anyone else feel like the purple-haired guy's parting words were on the ominous side? We're heading towards the old schoolhouse, right? That's right. It's a stone building that was used by the Academy until a few decades ago. It's no longer in use these days. I'm not sure who Rocco is referring to, but it sounds like we should make sure we're ready before going inside. So I'm actually going to keep going. I don't know if this is a whole dungeon or if we just have to fight the boss. How do I get to that? Oh, looks like I can just walk over there. Zero capsule. 11:12. Ding dong. The cheap chime of her doorbell echoed through the empty apartment. Who's there? Okay, this one's a dead end. I've been anticipating your arrival. Butler Philip? What the? Philip? Of course it was him. Congratulations on your victory outside. And now that you have done so, I will be serving as your next opponent. I'm assuming you're a copy of the real Philip, too. Indeed I am. And because of that, I have no choice but to point my blade at even you, Your Highness, knowing full well how unforgivable that act is. As the first Guardian, I, Philip Runal, the Sword Fox and former captain of the Royal Guard, challenge you to battle. Well, you were able to hold your own against foreign forces at once, so your skill must be something worth boasting. And that's why I won't be holding back. I think you overestimate my abilities. Still, I'll do what I can to be a worthy opponent for you. And yet again, we have no choice but to fight. Very well, if this is how it must be, I won't hesitate. We accept your challenge. So what is with him? Servant of Duke Dinan, 42,000 hit points. Former captain of the Royal Guard, his rapier is deadly. Rapier. Emerald Servant. Resists wind. Paralyzes foes with electricity. So I'm not gonna mess around. Well, that sucks.
Let's end this.
So they might only be vulnerable to magic. Can't evil eye anything, can I flicker something? No, not the prince! Everyone loves him! Damn. I can't impede all of these, unfortunately. What does Sanctus Nova do? I'm thinking this may be a time where I want to just S-craft spam.
Oh, Aegeus, great Sephian overseer, shine down thy radiance, smite those who oppose us. Divine light, grant me the strength to punish the wicked.
This is not going to do a lot, just a heads up. This one. So at this point I'm going to heal up. And I am going to use his S-craft, even though it's not really going to do much. It's also a little disappointing I don't have full CP for this. This is gonna do not that much.
I call this Requiem for a Doomed Opponent. You're feeling lucky. Take that!
Hoping for at least 3,000, maybe 2,500. Oh, okay, that actually surprised me.
May 1,000 thorns adorn your flesh with despair. May you be as God, ignorant and alone. Strike! Unholy fears of time!
So that took care of 2 of them. Or not? Yes, it did. So Joshua could be in danger here. What the hell? Okay. Let's work my way back over there. In the meantime, we will be hammering them with Death Scream, by the way. We'll go big. So I think Olivier is going to get hit. Both of those alone will not kill him. But we have to see what Philip does first. I really want to use Gorgon Arrow, to be honest. Okay, we cannot delay him. Use this poison. He can barely move, that's right. Still, we can get out of it. It'd be kind of cool if this actually hit Philip, but friendly fire isn't in here. I'm gonna try to have Kevin heal him while I continue with the Death Scream. Damn it. So I can't steal the healing turn. I may lose Olivier here. Basically, I just have to hope he doesn't go for him. If he does, I do have Thalos. Sapphire is right there, is 4,000 healing. Now Joshua's about to hit max CP. Nope, never mind. This is going to Olivier. That's going to kill those Emerald Sentry things. And it almost offsets the healing he got. This will be enough to keep Joshua going. So I'm going to switch over to single target stuff, even though the death scream is not really costing me that much. I need to heal. So we'll have him heal Joshua. Kloe's gonna need to heal herself. Yeah, right here I'm kind of gambling that he's not gonna go for Kloe. Go for one of the guys. Good, Joshua can take that. That's the end. We get to kill him on the 7th upturn, too.
Enjoy the show.
300 win 7th. A shield 4. We got a celestial bomb, that's nice. I'd say that's worth more than the shield 4. Perhaps this was inevitable. I'm simply not young enough to pose a challenge to you anymore, I fear. You gotta be kidding me. I can only hope age is that kind to me. Your strength is nuts. It's no surprise this enforcer struggled against you, that's for sure. There is no need to try and flatter me. Regardless, while I may not have been able to pose a challenge to you, I am sure the other Guardians will. Be sure not to let your guard down against them, even for a moment. Well, bear that in mind, Philip. Thank you. Now, if you will all excuse me, I think it's time for me to depart. Once I disappear, the next path should open. It's my hope that you will all overcome the remaining trials and return from this place safe and well. Ah, so that's what he meant by the next path will open. So are these 4 trapped, or am I able to move them out? He's one hell of a tough butler. Indeed. Is everyone ready to move on to the next area? I'm guessing we'll be able to access that from the scenic route like we did this one. Let's go see which of the other monuments is activated. Right. So I'm kind of curious if there's doors or loot or something in the different rooms. As long as I don't have to fight him every time I walk through here, I don't mind. So real quick... Wow, we only have bosses here. 6th plane 2. So the normal enemies and the bosses are separate. Philip, he can drop an EP charge 3. That would have been the first of its kind. Can't move this. Found Punisher. 36 of 36. That was how Jubilee, who adored her grandfather and took every chance to spend her days with him as a child, became the new owner of a little carpentry shop on Bose. Trails in the Chest, Part 1, end. Made by traditional Arterian methods using processed septium. And I think I saw a chest on the roof. And a door. T-Anglet. Did you know, Ein's name was originally translated as Anne in the novel Cornelia, but this name dropped the meaning to her name, which is one in German. That's why it's respectfully back to Ein now. So, I called this earlier that her name is a number. Happiness comes in many forms and can be interpreted in many ways. Present to me a form of happiness you have obtained. Only then shall the door open. I don't have any happiness, I'm afraid. So this looks like a moon door? Oops, wrong stick. Yeah, that's moon door 5. But that will wait for another day. The words Ren, Rend, and N combine to make what exactly? Be sure to keep this hint in mind. So yeah, it looks like we're through this. Oh well, this part has gone on long enough, so I'm going to put a break here and we'll pick up next time with the next monument. As a result, this chapter may end up being 4 parts, which I think is the longest one to date. But anyway, I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and